A subtle ripple of movement spreads through the buffalo herd, almost imperceptible at first, like a disturbance traveling across still water. The lions have shifted slightly, testing the boundaries of cover, their amber eyes locked onto the central bulls. Muscles tighten, and the tail flicks in almost imperceptible increments, a prelude to the sudden burst that could determine the outcome of the day. The he-ain't-you leader of the herd, a massive bull with a scar running across its left flank, senses the predator's focus. His eyes narrow, reflecting both experience and the sheer weight of responsibility. Every decision he makes influences dozens of lives, and the stakes are impossibly high. His body, a powerful engine of raw muscle, can accelerate to remarkable speeds when provoked, and his endurance rivals that of the land's most persistent travelers. Unlike the lion's short, explosive sprints, the buffalo relies on consistent, energy-efficient movement, a balance between speed and stamina honed by generations of survival. Suddenly, a small movement at the edge of the herd triggers an alert. A calf, curious and unaware of the hidden danger, strays slightly from the protective ring of adults. The lion notices immediately, a predator's instincts honed to perfection, and shifts its weight forward. Every sinew is coiled like a spring. The muscles store kinetic energy in anticipation of the impending chase. Its claws dig into the earth, gripping with the precision of an advanced mechanical system designed to maximize traction and leverage. The predator's strategy is not reckless, it is calculated, an algorithm refined by instinct and necessity. The lion must balance speed, timing, and distance, knowing that any miscalculation could result in failure and wasted energy, a critical resource that cannot be replenished easily in the unforgiving heat of the savannah. The herd responds immediately. The bulls tighten their formation, horns angled outward like the defensive spikes of a fortress. They move as a unit, a living wall of muscle and bone, adjusting to each other's subtle shifts. The communication is silent but powerful, relying on visual cues, vibrations through the ground, and an almost telepathic understanding of the predator's intent. Each buffalo is aware of the other's role in maintaining the integrity of the group. Their speed is methodical, yet relentless, capable of sustaining high levels of effort over long distances. In a human comparison, the herd's endurance would be akin to a fleet of heavy-duty vehicles optimized for long-haul performance, reliable, resilient, and capable of withstanding immense strain. The lion crouches lower, its gaze narrowing, eyes tracking the calf with pinpoint accuracy. Time seems to compress in these moments. Each heartbeat, each breath, is synchronized with the predator's calculations. Its muscles are primed for a maximum velocity surge, capable of reaching speeds up to 50 miles per hour in mere strides. The energy output is immense, a combination of explosive force and careful conservation. The predator knows that a failed attempt not only wastes precious calories but could compromise its ability to hunt later in the day. Efficiency is paramount. Every motion is a calculated expenditure of effort. The herd senses the shift in predator behavior. Tension ripples through the group, a chain reaction of readiness and protective instinct. Bulls angle their heads, positioning themselves between the predator and the most vulnerable members of the herd. Calves instinctively move closer to the center, shielded by bodies, designed to absorb impact and deter attack. The buffalo's horns are not merely decorative, they are weapons, engineered to pierce, push, and destabilize even the most determined hunter. Their durability and strength are comparable to reinforced structures, built to withstand force that would cripple lesser creatures. With a sudden burst, the lion explodes from its cover, muscles uncoiling like tensioned springs. Dust clouds rise as its paws pound the earth, claws extended and jaws prepared to strike. The acceleration is breathtaking, a manifestation of evolutionary design perfected over millennia. The lion's top speed is reached almost instantaneously, a combination of powerful hind legs, flexible spine, and finely tuned musculature. Each stride covers astonishing ground, yet the lion's energy management remains critical. This is not mere raw power, it is precision engineering in motion, where timing, trajectory, and stamina converge. The herd responds instantly. Bulls pivot, charging at angles designed to intercept the lion's path. The calf darts back into the protective circle, guided instinctively by the adults surrounding it. The battle between predator and prey becomes a dynamic interaction of speed, strategy, and endurance. The lion's performance relies on short, intense bursts, while the buffalo's defense hinges on coordination, resilience, and the collective strength of the group. Each entity operates at the peak of its evolutionary capabilities, testing limits in real time. The ground trembles as the lion closes in, and yet the buffalo maintain a rhythm that seems almost mechanical in its consistency. Their hooves beat a steady cadence, dissipating energy efficiently across their massive frames. While the predator's engine of muscle and reflex operates on explosive power, the herd embodies a long-term energy strategy, ensuring that survival is possible even in prolonged encounters. Calves remain close, adults pivot seamlessly, and the terrain itself becomes an active participant in the unfolding drama. Every mound, tuft of grass, and depression in the earth can alter trajectories, slow or speed motion, and affect energy output. As the chase intensifies, it becomes evident that neither party is merely acting on instinct alone. The lion is calculating distances, angles, and timing, adjusting its approach with millisecond
precision. The buffalo, in turn, react with almost mathematical accuracy, their herd dynamics a complex algorithm of defense. Energy is conserved, expenditure is optimized, and decisions are made in real time under extreme pressure. This is a living demonstration of performance metrics, endurance, and adaptability, far surpassing any human-engineered system in efficiency, power-to-weight ratio, and strategic execution. Even as the initial surge subsides, the tension remains high. The lion must decide whether to commit to another sprint or retreat and conserve energy, and the buffalo continue their coordinated dance of vigilance and protection. Each participant in this encounter is a masterpiece of natural engineering, calibrated for survival performance and efficiency. Evolution has refined them into living systems capable of astounding feats of speed, strength, and endurance, with stakes that are nothing less than life or death. The sun had just begun its slow ascent over the sprawling savannah, casting a golden hue that illuminated the delicate grasses and the shimmering morning dew. In the distance, a low, rumbling sound could be heard, almost like the earth itself was stirring in anticipation. The camera pans across a herd of buffalo, their dark, robust bodies moving with a silent determination, hooves kicking up small clouds of dust. Each buffalo carries the strength of generations, a legacy of survival encoded in muscle and instinct. Their eyes, deep and unyielding, scan the horizon for signs of danger, reflecting a combination of wariness and confidence that comes only with experience. A solitary lion sits atop a small rise muscles taut beneath its tawny fur. Its mane flutters in the gentle breeze, catching the morning light and giving it an almost regal glow. The lion's amber eyes are locked onto the herd in the distance. Its body is a perfect fusion of power and agility. Each sinew and tendon has evolved to perfection over thousands of years, honed for moments just like this. Every breath it takes is calculated, conserving energy for the explosive bursts of speed that will come in the chase. In terms of raw power, this lion could sprint at nearly 50 miles per hour for short distances, a capability that has allowed its species to dominate the savannah for millennia. Its energy reserves are efficiently managed, much like a high-performance engine, with muscles designed to store and release kinetic energy in precise, devastating bursts. The buffalo herd is far from passive. Though their pace may seem methodical, their strength is equally remarkable. The largest males, known as bulls, weigh over 1,000 pounds each, with curved horns capable of fending off even the most determined predator. The herd's coordination is instinctual and refined. Each member moves in concert, their collective behavior a defensive mechanism developed over countless generations. Their endurance is unmatched in the savannah. Unlike the lion's short
bursts, buffalo can maintain a steady, powerful pace across vast distances, relying on stamina rather than sudden speed. In human terms, their efficiency could be compared to a fuel economy designed for long-distance performance, balancing energy output with sustainability. The tension in the air is almost palpable. Birds take flight, scattering in chaotic patterns as if sensing the predator-prey dynamics about to unfold. Every leaf, every blade of grass seems to tremble slightly in response. The lion shifts slightly, its weight distributing evenly across 4 powerful limbs. Its claws, retractable and razor-sharp, press into the soil, leaving faint impressions that hint at the power coiled within. Its heart rate increases subtly, yet remains under strict physiological control, conserving the lion's limited energy reserves for the moment when split-second action will define life or death. Meanwhile, the buffalo continue their cautious advance, seemingly unaware that they are being studied by the most proficient hunter in the ecosystem. But subtle signs betray their awareness. The flick of an ear, the slight tightening of a muscle in a foreleg, the synchronized pause of the herd as they sense movement. In the animal kingdom, reaction time can be the difference between survival and catastrophe. A buffalo's reflexes allow it to respond in fractions of a second, a natural calibration honed by evolutionary necessity. Their performance metrics are built on resilience, teamwork, and the ability to endure sustained pressure over extended periods. As the morning progresses, the lion lowers its body, blending almost seamlessly with the tall grass. The interplay of light and shadow conceals it perfectly, a masterclass in camouflage. The lion's focus is absolute. Every twitch of an ear, every vibration in the ground, is registered and processed with astonishing efficiency. Its brain functions like a central processing unit optimized for hunting, analyzing variables such as wind direction, herd density, and the likely trajectory of potential prey. This combination of raw physical ability and strategic intellect has enabled lions to remain apex predators despite the formidable defenses of creatures like the buffalo. At the same time, the herd begins to sense that something is amiss. Their heads rise in unison, nostrils flaring as they pick up the faint scent carried on the breeze. The collective intelligence of the group becomes evident in the synchronized shifts of their formation, designed to protect the more vulnerable members. Younger calves move toward the center, shielded by the larger, more experienced bulls. Their strategy is simple yet effective. Strength in numbers and constant vigilance. The price of failure is measured in survival, and in the unforgiving savannah, there is no room for error. In these moments, the dynamics of predator and prey are laid bare. The lion's energy, speed, and precision are pitted against the buffalo's endurance, defensive power, and cooperative instincts. Each movement is a calculation, a balance between risk and reward. The lion's maximum speed is a tool of efficiency, used sparingly to avoid premature exhaustion. The average pace over time ensures that even if a predator strikes, the herd can sustain a flight long enough to outlast the chase. Both creatures are performing at the peak of evolutionary engineering, demonstrating survival strategies that have been refined over eons. As the sun climbs higher, the drama unfolds slowly, each second stretching with the weight of potential consequence. The landscape itself seems to hold its breath, waiting for the inevitable collision of power and resilience. In this world, performance is measured not in lap times or horsepower, but in the mastery of survival, the precise coordination of instinct, and the relentless pursuit of life itself. The sun had climbed higher now, casting harsh light over the savannah and turning every shadow into a potential hiding place. The lion paused momentarily atop a small ridge, its chest rising and falling in controlled breaths. Though its muscles still quivered with energy from the initial sprint, its mind was already calculating the next move. Every twitch of an ear, every slight change in the wind's direction was analyzed. Its eyes scanned the buffalo herd, again noting which individuals carried scars from past battles, which calves moved more confidently, and which bulls bore the weight of leadership on their broad shoulders. In this predator-prey encounter, information was as crucial as raw power. The lion's body could reach speeds up to 50 miles per hour, but without precise timing and calculated distance, those speeds meant little against such a well-coordinated opponent. The buffalo herd, sensing the predator's hesitation, began to shift its formation once more. The older bulls moved outward, widening the protective barrier around the vulnerable calves. Their horns, curved and formidable, glinted in the sunlight, a warning etched into steel-like bone. Every step was deliberate, minimizing wasted energy while maintaining readiness to react. The herd's endurance allowed them to maintain a consistent pace across the unforgiving terrain, their movement a combination of defensive posturing and forward progression. Their fuel efficiency, in biological terms, was remarkable, designed to sustain prolonged exertion without collapse, a stark contrast to the lion's short bursts of explosive energy. The lion crept forward again, low to the ground, each pawfall absorbed silently by the soft soil. Its muscles were perfectly calibrated for this ambush. The predator's spine flexed and contracted like a high-performance suspension system, storing potential energy and releasing it in precise increments. Its claws, razor-sharp and retractable, pressed against the earth to maintain balance and traction. Every movement was a calculated expenditure of energy,